Hi everybody. Today I have great news from Viking Cruise Lines. The well-known world leader in river cruises is coming to the Great Lakes. Yeah, Great Lakes, just right out my doorstep here, about 3 blocks from home. And not only that, they're going to have a port of call right close here in Port Colborne, Ontario. And have a look. I have some sneak previews here of what you're going to see along the Great Lakes tours, and you're going to get a look inside and the outside of the new expedition ships. That's right, I did say Port Colborne, Ontario, a place many of you have never heard of that place before. It's a nice little port on Lake Erie, just up from the Niagara River and Niagara Falls. It's right at the mouth of the Welland Canal. From here, you'll be able to visit places like Niagara Falls, the Niagara Vineyards, the fruit belt of Niagara. And it's going to be, these cruises are going to start actually, and this ship is going to start doing the Antarctic cruises, and you'll be able to work your way up the coast of South America, up to New York City, through eastern Canada, right through to the Montreal, the Thousand Islands, the St. Lawrence River, right up to Toronto on Lake Ontario. That'll be one of your ports of call. And there'll be more cruises. There'll another cruise that'll set up in Toronto and take you from there through the Great Lakes. And there'll be 8 cruises, I think, going out of covering the Great Lakes. This is all going to start in 2022. You can do your booking now. And it's a good idea because I looked into the Antarctic and a lot of those options are booked up. They're already taken. Now, the Welland Canal is what does connect Lake Ontario to Lake Erie, besides the Niagara River where Niagara Falls is, but these ships have to get through somehow from Lake Ontario to Lake Erie and back and forth. Now, like I say, you're going to be able to visit the Niagara region, beautiful area to visit. The ship itself, you're going to have a look at that in a moment, but first I just want you to have a look at a few of the scenes from around the Great Lakes. Now, Pelee Island, that's Pelee Island, Point Pelee. It's all on Lake Erie, right crossing the border. Lake Erie, Point Pelee, that's the most southerly point in Canada. And actually, prickly pear cactus grow here wild. They're native to it. Probably the only place in Canada where you're going to find them. Now, one of the stops I think you'd be able to make on this too is to Fort Erie, Ontario. From the War of 1812, there's some reenactments and different things like that happen there throughout the year. From there, you're going to head up the Detroit River to Detroit, American side, and on the Canadian side, you can visit Windsor. And I do believe the Viking ships are actually going to dock on the Windsor side of the river. In Windsor, you have also, there it is, Caesars Casino. Great place to stay, great place to lose your money, maybe win some money. And you're going to head up that river to Port Huron on one side, Sarnia on the other side, the Blue Water Bridge, right through Lake Huron to Georgian Bay. There's a Sauble Beach, lots of beautiful beach areas through here, Tobermory. And there's you're not going to be going on that, but that's the Chi-Cheemaun Ferry, the big canoe. That goes across from Tobermory to Manitoulin Island. Now what's great here is you're going to see lots of beautiful scenic places. You're going to learn some history of the area. Now on the way through, you're going to go, like I say, you're going to go through all the Great Lakes here. Mackinac Island, that's in Michigan. It's on the U.S. side of the border. The Sioux Locks, you can visit. You'll be going through there for sure. Now, anybody know what that is? That is Thunder Bay, Ontario. Right at the head of the lake, Lake Superior. Biggest freshwater lake in the world. Cold and deep. Now, what's really interesting here, too, is this these cruises, Viking's not known to be inexpensive. You're going to start, your starting price is, I believe, around $6,900 US per person. And these ships, you know, you're going to have your staterooms. You know, they're going to, you know, have your own clothes hanger in there, and your own clothes hanger is going to have circulating warm air to dry your, you know, your equipment you've used for trekking out in the wilderness or out in the water. You know, all rooms too, they're going to have a Nordic balcony, they call it, Nordic sunroom. And it's going to convert into, they say, fresco viewing platform. And not only that, but with Viking, your beer, wine, it's included in lunch and dinner. That's a nice feature, isn't it? Onboard meals in premium dining rooms. There's 24-hour room service. You use the expedition gear. It's there for you to use. You get a jacket that you can keep and take with you when you leave your cruise. And Viking, their motto is they keep it simple. Simple elegance. You know what you're paying. You know what you're going to get. No surprises. They're not going to nickel and dime you. These ships are all being built right now. These two boats, the Polaris and the Octantis, that's one that's going to be exploring the Great Lakes. They're under construction right now. They start building them. So they're going to be ready to start the Antarctic cruises in 2022 and then head up to the Great Lakes. Now, the expedition ships are going to be 672 feet in length and 77 feet across the beam. They're going to have 184 rooms on 6 decks, and you're going to be with 378 passengers. There's going to be over 200 crew members, I believe it is. And rooms start at 222 square feet. Nice size. Now, you're going to have your own hangar here with your own fleet of kayaks, your own fleet of Zodiacs, plus there's rumor of a submarine. I don't know whether that's true or not. But thank you again for watching. I love your comments, and we hope to see you again on the next video.